will give you a great workout. So starting with round number 1, let's everybody go and grab a dumbbell, okay? We're just gonna grab one dumbbell. We're gonna come into stance here, okay? So let's go ahead and, I'm having my stopwatch here, so let's go ahead and bring it over to our left hand, all right? And we're gonna balance on our right foot. So we're gonna do one leg squats, okay, to start off. So left foot's up in the air. We're gonna squat with our right leg. Starting round 1, go. So squatting down and standing up. You want to try to stabilize each time you come up. And you'll notice your body wants to kick out when it does that. You have to use, there again, this is your core to stabilize your system. If that's a little bit difficult, you can tap down your toe each time and try to keep doing it and tap. And if necessary too, you can just put your foot back here. And this is a much easier variation, but totally acceptable. We're going to try to do this for 30 seconds. Then we're going to switch sides. Okay guys, 3 more seconds. And standing up, let's switch hands and switch legs. So now on the right hand, on the left leg, one leg squats here, going down, coming up. If you need to do a toe tap, that's okay. If you need to keep your foot on the ground, totally acceptable. 15 seconds. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, coming into the standing position, let's come forward here and grab our other weight. So you're going to pick up both weights into your hand. You're going to come to this position right here, okay, like a quarter curl, and we're going to rotate in an uppercut. Imagine you have an opponent that's about your same height and you're trying to hit them right in the chin. Notice how they cause a little dip when they come down, and they sort of extend up.
Remember, the uppercut strength not only comes from the bicep, it comes from the hip.
And so what you notice throughout this core conditioning workout is we're using the whole body. One functional unit. That's a theme that you're going to hear time and time and time again. Anything that's functional uses your whole body. So although our obliques are getting a lot of the work, we're also using our legs, our arms, our shoulders, our lats. Almost everything's involved in this motion. And great job, guys. Almost there. Let's go. 5, 4, 3,
It's burning.
2, 1. Now set one dumbbell down, guys, okay? And now you're gonna bring one dumbbell down to the ground with you. Lying down in this position, we're gonna keep the dumbbell extended with both hands, and we're gonna sit up and lower down. Go straight up, try to come all the way up and lower down. If you find at home you're having a tough time doing this, you can just do an abdominal crunch, lifting your shoulders off the ground and coming down. We're going to do this for 1 minute, guys. You guys are doing excellent. Just keep going, up and down. Try to go straight up. You want to touch the ceiling if you can. Try to breathe out when you hit that sticking point. When you hit that point where you feel like you sort of hit the wall, try to breathe out and push up. Almost there. Got 5 more seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to let the dumbbell down to the side, and we're done with the dumbbell. Now you can do a slight bend in the knees. We're going to put our palms up, and we're going to do a line rotation, trying to touch down. You don't want to bend the knees too much unless you need to. And the variation, if you're having a tough time, is this. Notice how my legs are very bent and going side to side. I want to look opposite of the way my legs are going, but if I can, I want to go my legs as straight as possible. A little bend in the knees, moving side to side. That's it, guys. We have about 20 more seconds. Come straight through.
Let's get through this. I know it's hard, it's painful. We're almost done.
10 more seconds now, guys.
Try to keep breathing.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going into the bicep. Now start slow because we have a minute here, okay? So it's going side to side. Trying to touch opposite knee, opposite elbow. Your abs should be on fire right now.
I confirm.
Opposite knee, opposite elbow. It's sort of similar like when you're doing you're on the ground, you're doing an up kick. Sort of the same type of mechanic. You have to use your whole body here. Going side to side. Now, if you find that this is becoming too difficult, now guys, you have 25 seconds. Try to keep going. If this is too difficult, you can do like a march, okay? Like this, where you cut your foot down and come up. But try to keep going, guys. Now we have 15 seconds. Let's pump it out, okay? 15 seconds. Let's go, George. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. That's round 1. I'm sure your abs are feeling it. Doing all right, George? Yes. Woo-hoo. I think he's lost their word. Okay, guys.
That's my word because I was in pain, but I'm doing well.
So that's the first one. So if you notice, we're using some motions that aren't typically considered core motions. We're doing like these squats, okay? We have with dumbbells in our hands, but all of this is necessary. And the main thing we notice, we're trying to keep the body aligned. We're not throwing the uppercut and letting our whole body sway. That's the whole idea of core condition. We need a strong core to keep us stabilized and allow us to move. So we're going to kind of build upon that principle in round 2. So we're also going to use a dumbbell here, just one dumbbell, okay? So let's everybody grab our dumbbell and get ready. We're going to start with the right hand, and we're going to be in stance here, okay? So with the dumbbell right here in the middle, we're going to do what's called a dumbbell swing, all right? So to start off round 2, it's going to be a dumbbell swing, then a dumbbell wood chop, then we're going to go down to the ground, all right? We're going to go right and left. Let's get ready now and go. 1 minute of dumbbell swings. Going all the way up and down. And remember, it's more of your legs doing this. You're pushing your heels down into the ground and your arms more or less guiding the weight. Your core has to activate in order to stabilize your body from collapsing over.
Not the whole leg that is working, everyone. Core. Keep the core tight. Push with the hips and the leg down to the floor.
You guys are doing great. About 25 more seconds. You notice how their bodies don't deviate. They stay right down the straight line. You want to imagine your chin's going through your belly button in a straight line. If you were to pike you into the ground, that's how you would look. 10 more seconds now, okay? Let's go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to grab here, okay, with our left hand, palm facing up with our right hand, and we're going to do the wood chop. So we're going to come here and up at a diagonal angle, okay? And notice how the body doesn't collapse. We're not folding over like this. We're maintaining our body in a good position. The legs do a little bit of bending. Going up that diagonal and down on the diagonal. If necessary, if you want to lighten up a little bit, you can put a little bend in the arms, but it's best to keep the arms straight. Keep the arms moving around the body. Rotating on the balls of your foot. Big rotation. Doing great, guys. About 20 more seconds. Try to come a little bit more up at the angle here if you can. Yes, sir. Good. Nice, Lisa. Good iron. Okay, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch hands over to the left-hand side. Right back to our swing, okay? Going straight overhead. Remember, keep that chin in line with your belly button. Using your legs here, okay? Don't think the core is only abdominals. It's also the glutes. It's the legs. It's the hips. It's the muscles that stabilize the shoulders, the spine up top, everything.
Make sure you don't round your back on the way down. Keep your back arch and tight.
Not this, guys. There's no looking down here. So the way to make sure that doesn't happen is notice everybody's looking straight out. That's very important. Don't look down.
Come down with the leg.
When you come up, push your heels into the ground. That activates all the muscles on the back side of the body, okay? About 15 seconds. Let's pick it up now, guys. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, left palm facing up, cup with the right hand. We're going to rotate, and the wood chop on the other side. Going side to side. Try to imagine a half of a circle here, okay? At a diagonal, going in this direction, just like this. Remember, it's all of these muscles of the core, what we call the core, that stabilize the body, that keep the body, that give us posture so we just don't collapse over. If you find that you're collapsing over, if you find that you can't maintain this good alignment, set your weight down, take a little breather, come back, and then start up again. You can even pause the video if you wanted to. That's totally fine. Alright guys, 15 seconds. You're gonna be down the ground.
Last 15 seconds. Let's finish the round.
We actually have one more exercise here. Sorry, buddy. We're going down on the floor for this, okay? So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now everybody grab your other dumbbell, okay? We're going down here on the ground into the prone position. We're going to do the prone one-arm side press, okay? Like that. So we're going to start going to the right. Ready? And go. We're going to hold up here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to the mat. Rotate and press up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Open to the right. Now, one of the most important things here is that when you're holding up there, you can look up at the weight if you want, but I prefer you look straight out each time. And also, don't let the hips sag. We don't want this happening, okay? We want this. We want to lift. We want to activate the obliques. The whole frontal muscular system, the muscles on the side of the body, they're very important. Come on, guys, 10 more seconds. Let's finish strong. One more time on the other side. Open to the left. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Okay, that brings it into round 2.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel, okay?
I'm ready to attack the round 3.
All right, good. Now, round 3 is going to be more on the ground. It's kind of more familiar exercises, okay? We're doing sit-ups, we're doing leg raises, we're doing V-ups, we're doing glute bridges, okay? So we're staying in the same theme of we're using our abdominal muscles, we're using our obliques, we're using everything, all right? It might seem a little bit easier, but you'll find that it's nice to divide a little break because rounds 4 and 5 are very difficult. Round 3 is difficult, but it's not that bad. You're not going to get through it, okay?
We don't need the dumbbell for that.
We don't need any dumbbells. This is all body weight, okay? So we can move our dumbbells to the side. If you guys want, we can just lie down here. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. We still have 15 seconds, okay? So don't be in a rush. Just kind of check me out. When I do my sit-up, I'm not going slow. I'm trying to, like I'm throwing a ball in front of me. I'm kind of sitting up, and notice how I come all the way up there, right? So that's our first exercise. We have our sit-up, then our right glute bridge, and we keep going. I'll call them out to you guys. Okay, let's get ready. And beginning round 3, power sit-ups. Let's go. Try to explode up. Use momentum. Drive your elbow down towards your hip. Okay, George? So drive your elbow down to your hip. Yeah, there you go. You guys momentum will bring you up.
Yes, sir.
Good, nice, Aaron. Nice, Lisa. 5 more seconds. Now, from here, let's lie down here. Right leg bent, left leg straight. Glute bridge, okay? Lifting up with the hips. Now, you try to hold here if you can. We want to try to keep our thighs even, okay? Like parallel. Now, if you notice you start to fatigue, you can lower down. There's nothing wrong with that. I find that I tap my hamstrings and glutes fire really hard. I tend to even cramp a little here. So, if that's the case, you can come up and lower down. If you can maintain it for the full 30, that's awesome. You guys have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now, a slight bend in the knees, palms down. We're going to do our leg raises, okay? Not a big bend in the knees. You just want to tap your heel and go. But a slight bend. That'll leave some pressure on your spine. It makes it a little bit easier. 10 more seconds. We're going to go back through all this again. All right, guys, let's keep going.
Remember to breathe, everyone. Breathing is the key.
Okay, now lying flat, left leg bent, left glute bridge, okay? Coming up. Keep the spine neutral. We're not jamming the lower back. So the abs are contracting a little bit, the glutes contracting, the hamstrings contracting. Like I said, if necessary to touch down and come back up, that's okay. Try to stay up if possible. Doing great, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms overhead. Slight bend in the knees. We'll bring our legs up and touch our toes. We have a V up now, okay? So bring the legs up. You guys notice George is doing a little bit harder variation, which is fine. He's actually going out and touching his toes, not when you're up here, but actually when you're out there. The further out your toes are, the more difficult it is. You have to come all the way up. But you can go back to do it how you were, George. Either way is fine. That's a tougher variation, and That's great. You can do it, get after it. Okay, guys, now right back down, okay? We're starting over again. Power sit-ups all the way up. Now I'm gonna make a little variation for you guys at home. If you're having a tough time with the sit-up now, we can switch to an abdominal crunch. I'm just bringing my shoulders off the ground and coming up. I would like to see this. If you can't get that, just raise the shoulders up and lower it down. Almost there now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Grab our glute bridge, okay? Trying to lift up there, driving down into that heel, activating the glutes. There, guys. The glute muscles are the strongest muscles in the body. If they're not firing properly, your core's not functioning properly.
And get hurt also.
Yeah, you lose your power, you lose everything. Yes, doing great. Got 5 more seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg raises, okay? Palms down, raising your legs right up here. Try to tap the heel and go. Tap the heel and go. "15 seconds.
Ooh la la. That's when it starts to really burn. Get very uncomfortable.
You guys are almost there.
Let's
Almost
break
finished now.
through it. Let's go to it.
5 seconds. Let's wrap out, okay? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Right leg straight, left leg bent, left glute bridge, okay? Let's go. Right up and lift. George, lower down that right thigh a little bit. There you go. Good. Try to push down to the left heel, okay? Really feeling the glutes, the hamstrings. Remember, keep those abs contracted.
If you hit the wall, let's just get through it.
Ah!
Everything is mental.
Okay. It's 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. V-ups, okay? Let's go. Get after it if you can. This is it. This is our last exercise for this round, okay? Come on, George. Let's go, buddy. Come on, Lisa. Get after it. That's it. 15 seconds now. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. Great job. So that's the end of round 3. And I'm sure your abs are probably killing now. Probably everything else is starting to fatigue. And this is where, what we call these rounds, George, coming up.
Championship round.
And there's a reason you're gonna feel it, okay? Coming up, what we have going on here now is it's 2 rounds and there's 3 exercises, but they happen to be very difficult exercises, right, guys? I'm gonna show you what's going on here, and then we're just gonna get right into it. So don't let the static nature of this round fool you. This is very difficult, okay? So we're doing an opposites drill. Now, we're gonna do the opposites where we come up here, okay? In this stance, but if necessary, you can do it from the kneeling stance. That's perfectly okay. We're gonna do 5-second holds, okay? And as you're holding those, you can go a little bit longer at home if you feel like, hey, after 2 minutes it's a piece of cake, but I think 5-second holds each side are normally plenty for everybody, okay?
Believe me, you're gonna have enough.
Okay, let's go and get down in the position. And 2 minutes, guys, going to the opposite, starting with the left leg and the right hand. We're gonna try to hold out there, okay? Touch and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down and switch to the other side. And don't be in a rush to switch, guys. Remember, we have plenty of time. We don't have to be, flying through it. The whole idea is stability. And you see their tendencies to want to, for their bodies to tilt. That's because their cores are fatigued. So we're trying to fight the lift up here a little bit, okay? Using the muscles back here, rhomboids, our traps, the erector muscles. And if you start to fatigue too much, remember, guys, we can always lower down to the knees. Yeah, fight to keep it up there. Good. And then just keep switching. That's it. And you guys will find too, it's very necessary as we switch in and out of these positions to come down to a wide base. If our base is too narrow, we'll collapse, okay? You guys are halfway there. If you feel necessary, you can do the variation of going down your knees. If you're feeling good, try to keep pushing through. Try to lift back up from here. Good. Yes, that's makes you put your hand down. That's the body fatiguing, guys. Try to push though, okay? We're almost there. 45 seconds. George, you need to do a wider base, though. That's why you're collapsing. A little bit wider base. If you need to get on your knees, that's okay. If you notice releasing issues down on the knees, that's totally fine, okay? You're getting the same effect, it's a little bit less intensity. It's totally acceptable. See, Jordan's having a tough time, Ian's having a tough time, so I'm sure you at home are probably having a tough time too, and that's totally okay, all right? That's what we want. It shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be easy for anybody. 15 seconds now, guys. Let's finish strong. Then we're going to go into a lateral plank, okay? Let's stabilize. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In that same prone position, okay? Let's go now, guys. In position, okay? Right here. Now we're going to open up to the right. Try to keep the hips up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Open to the left. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to keep going, okay? Now, we're 40 seconds into this, and we're doing this for 2 minutes. So, switching every 5 seconds, for some of you guys might, at home, let's say you have really strong cores, right? You might find this too easy. You can hold it 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You can hold 1 minute one side and 1 minute on the other. And if you're doing that, if you're just holding one side, that's totally acceptable. And you're going to find right about now, you're halfway into it, you can switch sides, okay? But alternating is probably the option a lot of you are going to go for because it's something that's quite difficult. Now keep working, guys. You're doing a great job. If you find at home that this is just too much for you, you can always do this variation, okay? You want to form this 90-degree angle here. We just want to lift up. This still works. These muscles here on the side are our obliques. This is working all the things in the frontal muscle system, okay? But what we're doing is just a less intense version. Just make sure at the halfway point, okay, we just switch and we always go to the other side. Guys are doing great.
My body's feeling like I feel like my body want to collapse.
Yeah, that's what you want to feel. Remember, guys, you want to get those hips up the whole time. The hips have a tendency when they dip here, we don't want them to dip. We want to keep them up. The oblique muscles, okay? We're going to feel right underneath here. Almost there now, guys. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, excellent. Now let's lie down. We're going to do our straight up exercise, okay? So we're just going to sit straight up and down. Straight up and down. Work at your own pace, okay? And then again, if you're having a tough time with this, let's say your core is wiped out, you can't do anything, you can just do a basic abdominal crunch, either here or here with your hands, and up. And don't pull on the neck, okay? If you have to do a crunch, that's fine. You want to see this. But if you can't get that, try to get this.
Last one, everyone. Let's go push it through.
There you guys are doing great. 20 seconds. Let's try to rep out now, okay?
That's when you separate the adults from the kids right here.
10 seconds.
I'm completely exhausted and I have time to make jokes. Can't believe it.
And time. Okay. That brings it in to round 4. So we have one more round, okay, that we're going to come back for. So that one's difficult. This next one's going to be the most difficult, okay? So I can promise you guys you're going to be hurting after this.
I know. I'm having a hard time standing up right now. Just how bad it is. But I know that's what I need to get through what I want to accomplish in my career. So,
and George, we have a few seconds. Would you say that core strength is probably one of the most important aspects of being a good fighter? Like
it is, you know, because everything you do, you know, every time, let's say I try to hit someone and someone might hit me in the same time. Or it's a question of stability. And when your stability, you know, is good, you know, you have less chances to get hurt, to get injured at the same time.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that actually.
And also, what is important, let's say I kick, I punch, the energy is transferred from the ball of my from the ball of my heel to my knuckle. If I have a good core strength, I have less waste of energy. My energy is not lost.
It connects the power, right?
Exactly. It make the connection.
It's like the bridge between the two.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, guys. So we went a little bit over there. That's okay. I enjoyed listening to that. So our rest went a little bit longer. Totally fine. Let's go and get ready here, okay? For our back bend, right? So we're gonna put our hands right up here by our head. We're gonna get up on the balls of our feet, okay? And we're just gonna drive up, pushing our palms down and trying to hollow up in the back. So you wanna push your hips up high into the sky, okay? And we're holding here for 30 seconds. You're gonna feel everything. This is working the whole posterior chain, okay? All the way. Every muscle on the backside of your body is working on this motion. This is quite difficult. After everything that you've done, you should have a tough time with this. If you are having a tough time, it's totally acceptable to do just a glute bridge, okay? You're still gonna get a good effect. Not the same effect, but a good one. Okay, guys, now let's lower down from our bridge. We're gonna come right up here into the Navasana position, okay? Straight legs, try to keep the chest up. If you're having a tough time, we can bend the knees a little bit, okay? And 3, 2, 1, here we go now. This is gonna be a tough one. We're gonna do our sit through, okay? As we come back into this position, we're gonna push on the hands, that's fine. Now we're gonna lower down into our push-up, our Hindu push-up. We come back, and then we throw ourselves forward, sitting through, right back in the Navasana position, okay? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing a variation. The variation, guys, is gonna be this, okay? And we'll come around. We still hit our push-up. Then we just come right back down the hip and swing around. Bent knee is the easier version. Straight legs, the harder version. And if you notice, George does a ham boost. What that does, it gives you a little bit more lift. When you come back, just put your hands down, push up, and then you come back up here onto your fist and come through. Just remember, guys, if you do that variation, that you have to really stabilize here. You don't want to roll your wrist. That's where I need the harness and the side so far. That's the stuff. That's why I put my fist on the ground. I don't pass my leg through. That's okay. Great job, Lisa. That's fine. Try to bring your legs a little bit higher. You got the eye. The eye line. Now work at your own pace here too at home, okay? If you find you're going to do a few repetitions, that's fine. Hips up, George. There you go. All the way through. 15 more seconds now. This is the toughest one, right? Toughest one for the last one, just like in a fight. Okay, guys, now in this position, firm position, okay? We have our mountain climbers. Try to keep the hips even with the shoulders and we're just pumping through, okay? Let's go, get after it. Hips a little bit lower, George. There you go. Pump those legs. I know fatigue's setting in now, guys. So when you gotta push hard. 15 seconds. There you go. Try to pump those legs, George. 10 seconds. Nice work. Face the butt a little bit lower. Okay, guys. Great job. Now let's come back around, okay? Back into our back bend. Right here. Coming up. Get focused now. This is it. And up. The good news is with the transfer time here, guys, it cuts down the round a little bit, which is probably some good news. This is a very difficult exercise. Let's keep going. We have 5 more seconds. Come on, George. Push it out, buddy. You're doing great. All right, lower down into Navasana, okay? So coming up, guys. No delay here now, okay? Let's go. I know you're tired. It's much easier for me. I'm just coaching you guys. You guys, I know your muscles are burning and aching. So try to get there. If you have to bend the knees a little bit, that's okay. Good. Take your time. Try to hold it there. Try to hold about 5 seconds in the Navasana position, okay? After you do that, try to sit up. And remember, when we go through our sit through, look, I bring my knees up and in. I throw my head forward, and that's where I sit back. Over down, up. And I'm going to come back forward. Right there. If I need to do the hand boost, that's fine. And if I need to do this variation of coming around on my hip and then doing the push-up, that's fine. Even if I need to do the variation of this push-up, that's fine. Plenty of variations to make this an exercise everybody can do. Come on, George, almost there now. 20 more seconds here, okay? So we're going to get 2 more reps in. We're going to finish off with the mountain climber. And we're done with this workout, okay? Push through, guys. Almost there. 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it around. Prone position, mountain climbers. Let's get after it now, guys. Come on, this is it. Finish strong. Pump those legs. Hips lower, George. Pump those knees high. All the way back, all the way back. That's it. Come on, man. Let's go. Finish strong. Let's do it. Lisa, hips lower. Hips lower. Keep the hips low. Hips
Last
low.
round, like your life is depending on it.
Let's go. 10 seconds now. Push it out. That's it. Go. Let's go now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody. Good job.
What a workout.
All right, so great job, everyone. That brings an end to round 5 and an end to the workout. And if you did all of this, I imagine you're probably pretty tired. You'll be ready for the cool down. Okay? What do you think, though, George? What do you think about that workout?
Well, Eric, to tell you the truth, I like when my training is harder than my fight. If you train harder, my fight will be easier. It's the same thing for everyone in life. If you make your training harder in life, when you're gonna have to go through some obstacle, it would seem easier. You know? So that's how I like to roll. That's how we roll in here. Thank you, everyone. Great workout. Congratulations. You went through this.
Did it.
That was a good workout.